Hello, good afternoon, students. So this is Dr. Pooja, and I will be just a second taking a class on important concepts in science. So I have completed two more lectures on almost the same concept, and that was important concepts in chemistry, biology, and physics. But now, today, I will be talking about important concepts in science, overall science. Okay, so before we get into the details, just a second. So before we get into the details, I would want you guys to understand the new features that we have active on Unacademy. All right, so the new features that we have for you is Ask a Doubt. Okay, so I'll just cover it. So just a second, let me select a pen. So we have to help you with your final exams. We have launched extra discount of 10% till February month. Okay, so if you want flat 10% discount till 28 February 2021, go ahead and go for plus subscriptions, which are really going to help you. And before I get into the details, here is a little introduction about myself. My name is Dr. Pooja. I'm your science educator on Unacademy's platform, and I've done PhD in biotechnology. And I teach you guys physics, chemistry, and biology on Unacademy. All right. So apart from that, I'm also a fitness trainer, and I take regular fitness sessions on the same platform. So here is what I was talking about, something new. Ask Doubt. So that is new with Unacademy. So what is new in Ask a Doubt? So first of all, what you can do is, let's say when you're preparing for your exams, when you are working on your homework and stuff, you might have multiple questions, but you don't have one single platform to ask all those questions. So here what we have done is at Unacademy we have this new feature, Ask a Doubt, in which what you can do is you can ask us unlimited questions at any time, and you will not get like a text, you will get a video solution for the same, not only in English but also in Hindi. All right, if you prefer whatever your language of preference is. So, and it is not like pre-recorded answers that we have. You can receive exact matches for the questions. All right, and here, other than that, as I said, instant and accurate solutions for lakhs of questions. It's not like there is no limit. You can ask us multiple questions if you have, and we also help you with your homework. All right, so if I move forward, so what is this Ask a Doubt and how this thing works is, step one is you have to click on Ask a Doubt on the app. Like this, you will find this Ask a Doubt thing which is active on your app. Then you can take a picture, or you choose from the gallery. You can either take a picture or choose from the gallery, then pick your picture for your questions, whatever question you have, and then if you need to crop it, go ahead and do that, whatever your exact question is. And then it is too easy. Next is you have to select the subject, whether it's a math or physics or chemistry or biology. Right now this feature is active for science and maths. So you can just pick questions for these two subjects. Okay, and then what you have to do is you have to send it over to us, and then just wait for the answer. You will receive a video answer in no time. Hello, Julie Tucker. Session will start, but I'm just talking about the good features of Unacademy's subscription. Ask a Doubt. Hello, Manju Goel. How are you? So what we do here, you don't have to go anywhere. You just need a laptop or mobile or a tab. And then you need to have internet, and then you get unlimited access to all the lectures that our qualified educators, they have to deliver for you. and you get regular doctoring session, syllabus covering is there, mentorship and guidance if you need, PDF material is saved for you. So these are all good features, right? Practice tests are there, live test series there, and this is all in your batch courses where you get a pre-created, hello Vivek, how are you? Pre-created batches where you will cover all your subjects, physics, chemistry, biology, Hindi, English, SST, mathematics, all these are covered. So we have the batches for you, and you get, everything covered for you. All right, so every Monday we start new batch. You can be part of that if you have subscription for our batch courses. All right, and here are the pricing structure. Hello, Tata Tay. Okay, so pricing for the Unacademy subscriptions from 1 month to 4 years, from 1 month to 3 years. So there are different pricing options, but if you use my code PSLive10, you will get a 10% discount on top of all this. All right, so these are the features for Iconic subscription. We do have Iconic subscription. So what are the good features? You get a personal mentor for that, and to cover all your concerns. You have live doubt solving session with your personalized mentor. Then you have weekly report card to see your performance, your tests and quizzes, what you have done. Your parents, they have access to the mentor so that they also know like what are you doing, how your performance is. Study planner is given to you, designed for you, so that all your performance highlights, we can check that. And apart from that, all Unacademy's basic benefits you will also receive. Here is the pricing for Iconic subscription. You get 3 months, 12 months, 48 months. Similarly, 3, 12, 36, whatever you want to get, and you want to get 10% discount. Go ahead and get the discount. If you use my code, this 10% discount is only valid till 28th of February. So you don't have too much time to opt for that. Go ahead and use it. And then not only that, we do have Unacademy's Combat, and that is kind of a weekly scholarship test for CBSE class 10. And we give this much of scholarship amount to our winners. So it is available. Don't worry if you don't understand Hindi or English. It is available in both. Hello Skriti, how are you? So you can go ahead and enroll now, and or let's say not you, you can encourage your other friends who are in 10th class to be part of this. And again, for that you need to use the code. All right. So what you have to do is you just have to download the app and ask your parents to get you the subscription. By using this code, you can try all these features at least once. Use that code. All right, so that was it about what the different subscriptions are. Now let's get started with today's lecture, with what that is, all different concepts that we have to discuss here. First concept that I have picked is which many students, they are always confused about. They don't get a clear picture of what is mole, what is Avogadro's number, and what is mass. Okay, so I guess many of you also have same kind of doubts. So let's first clarify all these doubts, what mole is. So let's say if we talk about large particles or molecules, not molecules, I will replace molecules with objects, right? How do we quantify them? Either in the form of numbers or in the form of weight. Okay, that is what we have for our large objects. For example, 1 dozen, hello Aditi, 1 dozen apples. So that means you have 12 apples. So that is the number that you use. So I will take it on the page. Now let's say you have 1 dozen of apples. How many apples do you have? 12. Okay, so you have another dozen of apples. You also get 12 apples again, but let's say here the apple size is big and here the apple size is maybe small, or some of them are big also, right? So when you weigh these two, these are going to weigh differently, right? Though the number is same, though the number is 12, okay, but their weight is going to be different. Their weight, maybe here they weigh, let's say 700 grams. Let's say here they weigh 1000 grams. So in larger objects, number has no relation to the mass. This is number has no relation to the mass, means it changes. With the change in number, the mass is changing. So what do we do now? In small molecules or atoms or ions or whatever we are discussing, the number, we cannot get 1 dozen of hydrogen atoms. It is not like a dozen of hydrogen atoms. We cannot get that. Okay, we cannot get 12 hydrogen atoms. So what do we use in small molecules? Hello Aman Chaudhary. In small molecules, mole is what we use, right? So 1 mole is 0.023 into 10 raised to the power 23 of whatever it is. Atoms, molecules, ions, whatever it is. Alright. Now here is the beauty. So let me erase this whole thing. Okay. Here is the beauty. Like in large molecules or large objects, the number does not have any relationship to the mass. But in small molecules or atoms or small particles, I would say, what we call atoms or molecules, etc., they have a relationship. For example, we have hydrogen atom. We know it weighs 1 AMU or 1 U, right? Now let's say we convert it to gram units. Let's say we convert it to 1 gram of hydrogen. So you will have to remember that 1 gram of hydrogen is always equal to 1 mole of hydrogen, which means 6.023 into 10 raised to the power 3 atoms of hydrogen. Similarly, let's say we have sodium. Sodium is 23 AMU or 23U or 23 grams, which is equal to 6.02, some people say 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 3 atoms of sodium, right? So these are the relationships. Okay, Aman. So once you get mole concept questions, the formula that you need to use is, first of all, you need to use this thing. Anything in its gram molecular mass is equal to its 1 mole, which is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. For example, if we have water, water is 18 grams. So 18 gram of water is 1 mole of water, which is these many molecules of water. So this is the very basic thing that you need to remember. And once you have this numerical problem, let's say, just hold on, let me erase the whole thing. Hello, Beats boy. So let's say we have this N is the number of moles is equal to given mass divided by gram molecular mass, right? Right, so this is given mass is whatever mass is given to you, like how many moles are there in 20 grams of water. So that will be 20 gram divided by 18, which is the molecular mass of water. So this is how you will calculate the number of moles, right? And if I go back to this slide, the mole allows scientists to calculate the number of elementary entities in a certain mass of a given substance. So Avogadro's number is this number, absolute number. So this can also be written as this, as 1 mole. The mass of one molecule is equal to that substance molecular weight. So that is what I just said. For example, the mean molecular weight of water is this AMU, or this grams. So this is 1 mole of water. Okay. So that is how we do this. So you, I guess Manju, you came late, so you need to go back and check the whole presentation. Anyways, so why, next question is, why is atomic number more important than atomic mass when it comes to chemical reactions? Okay, because atomic number tells you the number of electrons or number of protons. As it tells you the number of electrons, you can have the electronic configuration written out of it. So once you can write down the electronic configuration, you can see how many electrons in valence shell, and whatever is present in the valence shell, that participates in the reactions. So that is why it is very important to know the atomic number, to know how the chemical reaction is taking place. Is the number of proton in an atom, and during a chemical reaction, the number of protons remain unchanged. Atomic number is also gives the number of electrons. They are present in the shells which participate in the chemical reactions. That is what I've just aap kar lo with Vedex. You don't have to close it, you can do it yourself. You can just turn it off and go, right? And whereas atomic weight is the sum number of proton and neutrons. So we are not concerned a lot about atomic masses, we are more concerned about the atomic numbers. So why is the atomic number? So this is what we have done already. What is sonar? Sonar kya hota hai? Sonar rays, what are that? Sonar stands for sound, navigation and ranging. Sound, navigation and ranging, right? How to calculate number of molecules? By just calculating the number of moles. You know how many moles are there, Aman? Here. So as you're asking, Aman, I'm not a physician, Vedex. Okay, I'm not a physician. I'm doctorate. I'm PhD. So I don't work in the hospitals. Otherwise, I would have been there at the hospital. Okay. So how do you calculate the number of molecules? Once you know the number of moles, first of all, you will calculate the number of moles. So once you know the number of moles, you can calculate how many moles are there. And in 1 mole, we have 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules. So from there you can calculate how many molecules there would be. Okay, Aman? So yes, they were. What is your doubt? Please go ahead and ask me. Or else I'll start talking about sonars. It is sound navigation and ranging. We use ultrasonic waves in this, and the whole idea is this, right? What happens is in sonars, let's say they have this ship and there is something present under the water, they want to see the distance, so they have transmitters and they have recorders. Okay, what they do, they send the ultrasonic wave and it comes back. Okay, then this formula is used. Speed is equal to distance by time. So distance would be speed, with what speed they have sent that radiation into time, whatever time that has taken. So this can be used. I'm good. That's okay with X. Okay, so working consists of a transmitter which produces and transmits the ultrasonic waves. They travel through water, and after striking the object, the seabed, they come back and detected by the detector. You're very welcome, Aman. And the waves are then converted to electric signals by the detector. And the time taken by wave to reach the detector is recorded, and now we can calculate this distance by time. All right, so this is the whole idea behind the sonars. My name is Dr. Pooja Ritesh. Now, what is chromatography? So where do we use chromatography? I'm good, thank you. Chromatography is a technique used for separation of those compounds. Solubility in the same solvent is different. So technically, what is done in chromatography? Now, let's say we have this chromatographic paper and we put it in the solution, which is the carrier, right? Now let's say we have, hello Sharav Kumar, let's say we have different ink here, right? So what's happening here is this medium, this is your chromatographic paper. Chromatographic paper is there and it has small channels in it. Due to capillary action, due to the difference in size of the dye, right? Those different particles, let's say we have these capillaries, thin capillaries. In the paper, you must have seen the filter paper. So if the particle size is big, it will get stuck somewhere here. Let's say if the particle size small, it will travel faster. So the ink with smaller size, we can see a band here. Ink with larger size, we'll see the band here. So this is the theory behind the chromatography. Okay, so that is what it says. It is used for separating different colors in dye. From natural colors, the pigments can be separated. Drugs from the blood can be separated. Okay, so principle behind chromatography. The preferential separation of compound is based on their different affinities towards stationary and the mobile phase. So these are the two different media that we have. So this is the stationary phase and this is the mobile phase that we have. And there are different detection methods that we use. Okay, and next is explain J.J. Thomson's model of atom. So as you know, as we study this chapter of different models of atom, so J.J. Thomson was the one who gave the first model, and he said atom is like a pudding, plum pudding model, and the electrons are, so this is what he gave. Electrons, he said, electrons, they make the sphere, and this is, he said, this is the positive charge, and he said rest of it is the negative charge. Just like in Christmas pudding we have, or watermelon, you can think of the positive charge spread, while the electrons are studded. These are the, sorry, okay, electrons are studded. So that is what is said. Mem chromatography is separate process being part. Yes, Krishna, you can say that. Okay, so the electrons in a sphere of positively charged were like currents in a spherical Christmas pudding. Right, so this is what he gave, like the positive charge is spread out everywhere. So I draw another picture. So positive charge spread out everywhere, and we have negative charge. This is more clear, just like the seeds. So that was the Thomson's model of an atom. The best things, electrons are embedded. Yes, that is what I have created. Look at this vertex, right? So an atom consists of positive charge sphere, and electrons are embedded. The only positive thing about Thomson was, he said atom overall is neutral. Okay, because the whole sphere is positive charge and it has equal number of this negative charges, so it is all in all neutral, electrically neutral. And the drawbacks are, fail to explain how the positive charge holds the electrons inside the atom. Okay, also fail to explain atom's stability, why atom is so stable. Does not mention anything about the nucleus. It does not talk about the nucleus. It was unable to explain the scattering experiment. Later on, Rutherford did this scattering experiment, and Thomson was not able to explain the same. Okay, so guys, that was it from this chapter, what I've covered, important science concepts. And the concept that I've taken is mole concept, Avogadro number, then Sonar, then I've covered Thomson's model, and what else was covered? Why atomic number is more important than atomic mass. Okay, so these are the concepts that I've covered in this lecture, in today's lecture. So limitations of Thomson's model are these over here. These are the drawbacks. He was not able to explain how the positive charge is holding the electrons. Failed to explain why the atom is so stable, and the theory did not mention anything about the nucleus, and it was not able to explain the scattering Rutherford's model. Okay, so this is what I have to discuss about this chapter. If you want to learn more about science, you are more than welcome to be part of my class, which I have free classes and I have plus classes on Unacademy. Go ahead and look for my name, go ahead and sign up, and then you will be able to be part of my class. So that's it for today, guys. You have a wonderful time. It was half an hour's class. I'll see you very soon in any of my lectures. You guys take care and bye-bye.